Hey for lifers, it's your girl Tiana here. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me to become a part of the family here.
Ooh, it's something about the way she moves. I can't figure it out. There's something about her.
I know what you're thinking. This girl just popped up out of nowhere with the video. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's not just going to be any video. I'm not just going to jump right in like that. I am here to explain to you guys kind of where I've been. Not that I need to explain, but to just let y'all know, because I do know that some of you were reaching out to me via DM comment asking when I was going to come back with a video, and I so appreciate it. I love that you guys care and you guys wanted to check in on me, and I just want to let you guys know where I've been for the past like three months. Was it 3 months? I think so. As I kind of talk with you guys, I'm going to be getting ready. I'm getting ready to go to a brunch with a couple of my friends. So I'm just going to get ready for that and let you guys know what I've been up to, where I've been, what's been going on, why I've been gone, and so thankful that you guys stayed down with me. So let's not waste any time. Let's get right into the video. Y'all gonna have to excuse my appearance. Over here we do what's called trusting the process. And this is the process right now. So, oh my goodness, I left some things, hang on. This is not going to be like a step-by-step makeup tutorial because I've done my makeup a trillion times on this channel and I've given step-by-step instructions. However, it's gonna be a update. So I'm just gonna do my makeup and talk to y'all. So let's start with the where in the world has your girl been, y'all. So today, let's start with today's date. Today is, what day is it? Sunday, February 26th as I'm filming this. Last video I posted, honestly, I think was like top of November or October. Anyway, it's been a while, so let's just start here. And y'all know this is a judgment-free zone. We don't judge, we don't, all that negativity is not welcome here. I'm going to share what I have been up to while also protecting my peace. Let's put it that way. I'm going to let y'all know where your girl has been, but also I'm going to protect my peace at the same time because that's the most important. To start, back at the end of November, I was vlogging. I had a vlog that was in the works. It never got posted. It's not going to get posted. But I had a vlog that was in the works, and because I had some work things going on, like I was going up to UGA for some, work-related things or whatever. Super exciting things at that, so that's like even more fun. But my car broke down. It was a 2-day social studies conference on November, I think 27th and 28th. It was like a Thursday, Friday. And I was vlogging. I was so excited that morning. I was going to take y'all with me. I was getting decent, content within what I felt like was appropriate to share. And then the end of the first day, I was coming back home. It was that Thursday. Then my car broke down on me. And I was vlogging that process too. Like, it was honestly just crazy, like the way that it happened. Like, this lady pulled me over, or at the red light, she was like, hey, your passenger front tire looks like it's about to fall off. You may want to pull over. So I was like panicking because I was in Athens, and that's like at least an hour and 5 or so away from me. I had to deal with that on Thursday. Like, it was just the longest night ever, y'all. Like, trying to get a AAA tow truck. Just know all of that happened at like maybe 4:30. I did not get back here. Let's put it this way. A tow truck did not get to me until 8:30. AAA was giving me the runaround. I ended up having to, call a police officer to use their tow. It was just ridiculous. So that car is no longer with us. It was a 2-day conference, so that was day 1. So the next day I'm like, well, how am I going to get up to the conference, you know, Isaiah was out of town that weekend, and it's not like it's like 5 minutes away or 20 minutes away where I can comfortably take an Uber or, you know, call a friend and ask them if they can bring me. Like, this is like an hour drive, so that means an Uber is going to be expensive for one, and I also don't want to have, I didn't want to have anybody have to bring me out there. So Friday came, and I was like, you know, what am I gonna do? Like, I have to go. My job, you know, I'm being paid for this. You know, it's not that I'm being paid extra, but they're not docking me pay, you know. Anyway, that part doesn't matter. So I was going back and forth in my head between, like, am I gonna go? Like, how am I going to get there? I was gonna call an Uber, schedule it ahead. It would have been like $60. I'm like, whatever, so I bite the bullet on it. At first it was like $150. Then if you scheduled it ahead, it was a little bit cheaper. Anyway, and then I'm like, but also my car is up there. So either way it goes, like, I have to get back up there some way, somehow, to see what the deal is with my car. Now, here's the thing. I had to get back up there for my car because my wheel lock key was not in the car. Last time I had the car serviced and they put tires on, they didn't put the wheel lock key back in the thing. They gave it to me, and then I didn't put it back in there in the compartment either. I brought it inside the house. So I had the wheel lock key here at home with me. So I had to get back up there some way, somehow, for them to even look and see, like, what the issue was going to be with the car. So long story short, our friend, one of Isaiah's line brothers, brought me up there. He was so nice to bring me up there. So I'm like, well, if I'm going to go up there for the car, I might as well go to the conference. So I ended up, one of the other teachers at my school was up in Athens for a different conference. So I'm like, hey, you know, can you bring me home? Because, you know, told the situation, yada, yada. So the car ended up needing like upwards of $20,000 worth of maintenance or worth of work to it, because there were so many issues with it. And he was like, you know, after just the parts and then you factor in labor, you know, you're looking at, it was like 19 and change. He was like, for that, you might as well go ahead and just get a new car. So I'm like, you know what? You're right. I'm like, if the maintenance people are telling me that I should just get a new car, I should just get a new car. He's like, I would take your money, and I will take your money if you want me to, but I just don't think it'd be worth it. And I'm like, you're right. So ended up selling that car. So now here I am in November. Well, now it's like December at this point. You know, no vehicle. I was getting Turos. If you don't know what Turo is, it's basically, I describe it to people as like the Airbnb for cars. So I was getting Turos. Between that and like Isaiah, when he was in town, he would drop me off at work or whatever. So I was out of a car. So that was that. Wait, I feel like that was actually September. No? Or was it the end of October? It was the end of October. It was the end of October, like 27th, 28th. I'm sorry. Pushed it back a month. October 27th and 28th. So I'm dealing with that. So now we're into November. And it's like literally the same weekend. That was a Thursday, Friday. Isaiah came back Sunday night. Y'all. That Sunday night into Monday morning, I don't even understand what happened. That Sunday night into Monday morning, you know, Isaiah woke up in the middle of the night. He was like, wake up, wake up. I'm like, for what? You know, I'm like, what do I need to wake up for? He's like, go step in the living room, you know, you'll see. So the second I go to put on, you know, he's got all the lights on. It's like 2:00 in the morning. He's got all the lights on. I'm like, what in the world is going on? Or maybe it was a little after midnight. Our entire apartment, brand new apartment, just moved into the apartment literally earlier, the month before, flooded. Entire thing flooded. What it ended up being was when they were building, you know, this is a brand new, not only is it new to us, like we just moved here, it is a new construction. So when they were putting the pipes and things together in the utility closet, one of the pipes was not secured the way that it was supposed to be. So it ended up like bursting. It didn't break. It just like literally like popped apart and was going everywhere, literally. And we don't even know how long before that it was, you know, flooding, because I honestly have no idea. Everything, like in the entire apartment, flooded. Kitchen, the living room, our bedroom, the carpet, this secondary bathroom was really bad. Our bedroom carpet was really bad. The master bathroom wasn't too bad. I mean, there was a lot of water, but it was nowhere near the rest of the apartment. I think honestly, we're kind of built on a slight slope based on how much water was over on this side of the apartment. And then it just made its way into the bedrooms, like through the carpets. It was so bad. So we ended up being up that night. I think it happened around like 12-ish, if I'm not mistaken, like midnight-ish, 12:30-ish. You know, we're calling emergency maintenance. We don't know what to do, calling emergency maintenance. He didn't answer. So I'm like, this is an emergency. Like, we can't turn the water off. We can hear it, but we can't get to it. We can see that it's coming out of the closet, but we couldn't get to it. I ended up calling 911, and the fire department ended up coming, and they had to pry the door open. And then I was like, let me just turn off the air conditioning. Like, at this time, we had the air conditioning on like 24/7. I'm like, let me just turn it off. Like, I know that's in here. Maybe that's affecting it somehow. The second I turned it off, all the water stopped. Everything stopped. So now now the maintenance guy calls back, and he's like, yeah, I'll be there in about 30 minutes. I'm like, 30 minutes? So anyway, the fire department, it was probably like 4 or 5 guys, and then me and Isaiah, and we're just trying to squeegee everything out. Luckily, we're on the walk-on level, so we were just squeegeeing it out off of into the patio. Like, it had gone into the hallway, like underneath the door into the hallway. Like, it was a puddle for days in front of our apartment, and apparently, like, it went through this wall. I told you this side of the apartment was so bad. Through this wall, a little bit into our neighbor next door's apartment. Like, it was bad. It didn't end up being handled, like done, until about like 4-ish in the morning. Mind you, it's Monday morning now. So we ended up having to squeegee it all out. The maintenance guy ended up coming. The carpet people had to come. Mind you, it's like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. The carpet people are here. He's tearing up the carpet, taking the padding out underneath. Like, our apartment, y'all, looked like a construction site. It looked like they were still in the building process of the unit. It was so bad, y'all. So we had to deal with that. That was like probably a week's worth of things that we had to deal with, as far as like getting, going through insurance and dealing with that and all that, whatever. Luckily, it's resolved. It's like completely resolved. The payout situation happened. Like, everything was taken care of. It was just like really unfortunate and inconvenient because we had just moved here and we're having to deal with that, But it wasn't the people in the leasing office's fault. So they were super nice. They let us, do our laundry a couple units down. They let us stay in the unit next door. We just popped up a blow-up mattress. They let us stay over there because, y'all, like, we literally couldn't live in here. Like, they had to pull up all the carpet. Everything was just in the living room, on top of the counters, on top of the bed. Like, disaster. 24 pairs of my shoes damaged. Like, a ton of clothes that I had damaged. Luckily, the whole insurance quote thing happened in just enough time. We got our washer and dryer because we were waiting on our washer and dryer too. So I had like extra clothes that needed to be washed, just like piled on the floor in my closet. Like, disaster. As I always say, like, those are material things. The car situation was a material thing. The apartment flooding material, although they're super inconvenient, and unfortunate and, costly, they're material things. So when things like that happen, yeah, it's nobody wants that to happen, but like, there are 101 worse things that could be happening right now. So, you just pick yourself up, fix the problem, brush it off, and keep on going, which is exactly what we did. That was like kind of like what we dealt with October, November, or the end of October rather. And they say bad things come in. I ended up having to take the day off of work and everything like that because 1, I just didn't get any sleep. 2, I couldn't take a shower in here. Like, it was just bad. It was bad. They say bad things come in 3s, so I just was waiting. I mean, I was really being optimistic and hoping nothing else would happen. You never want to expect anything bad to happen, but I was prepared if something else did go wrong. And unfortunately, something else did happen. Like, literally that next weekend, like, it was just like within 10 days, we had 3 disasters. The first 2 material, the last one, I'm not gonna speak on it, but it was like, of everything that possibly could have been the 3rd bad thing to happen, I would have taken our flood happening 100 more times if it meant that that 3rd thing would have never happened. So, yeah, so it was just like, that, you know, that timing was bad. Like, again, I was in the middle of filming filming a vlog that weekend when my car broke down and the flood happened and stuff. But, you know, now I was just in the mood of like, the mode of, this is not fun. Like, as a YouTuber and, you know, vlogging and things like this, yeah, you are inviting people into your life and things like that. But some things for me, I just feel like it was just like, I was trying to be so positive and it was super hard to be positive, and then I wasn't feeling the vibes. And also, you know, now that, you know, I live in a shared space, it's not just my business, if you get what I'm saying. I just wasn't kind of interested in putting out the business and vlogging everything that happened. Now, I don't mind talking about it, you know, it is what it is, but when things happen and I'm in a shared space, out of respect, I just don't feel like it's something that needs to be done. That's just me. I'm not downing anybody for, you know, if they do, you know, whatever with whoever on their channel. Personally, I just didn't feel comfortable in that type of doing that type of thing. Yeah, it was just like disaster after disaster, and I just was not into filming. I wasn't feeling the vibes. The vibes weren't there. My energy just wasn't there. And then, like, continuing into the holiday season, this year I finally identified, kind of come to terms with the seasonal depression that I experience. I've always known well, not always, but for the last like 4, maybe 5-ish years, I've kind of just gotten really just, it's not even really like sad, but just not myself. Like, to know me is to know I'm a happy-go-lucky, bubbly person, literally always. Over the last couple of years, when the holidays would come, I just wasn't feeling it. Like, that wasn't my mode, that wasn't my mojo, that wasn't my vibe. And I finally this year came to terms with, like, I know that I get seasonally depressed, and also here's the list of reasons why. So trying to film and put on for the camera and put on for YouTube and film for you guys and give you guys content just was not happening. I just couldn't get in that mode. And also, I wasn't getting any sponsorships, so I wasn't feeling that pressure either. Or I wasn't getting YouTube specific, right? Let me put it that way, because I was getting Instagram, you know, Reels and stuff, sponsorships, so I wasn't feeling the pressure either. While I was still very active on Instagram, it's different. So some people might be like, how are you able to be active on Instagram, but not on YouTube? And you're saying seasonal depression, you don't want to, you know, let people in, whatever. But the thing is the talking part and having personality have to come through. If I'm making an Instagram reel, you know, a lot of my Instagram reels I don't talk in, and then if it's not a reel, it's a picture. So there's not really a whole lot of vocal personality that needs to go into it. And if you follow me on Instagram, you know a lot of my content is fitness content anyway, and that's really like my outlet. Thank God, that's my outlet, that's my thing, that's my jam. Me in the gym, this. Me in fitness, this. Me in health, we're like this. So that's been great to have that too. But yeah, so that's basically like the major things that happened, and also that I was like experiencing and trying to work through, that kind of put like a pause to YouTube, simply because I wouldn't have been my authentic self had I come in front of this camera during those times. I am going to try to not let that happen again, because I do enjoy YouTube. I do enjoy making content. And on top of it too, like, the effort and energy I was putting in, it just wasn't, I wasn't seeing a benefit, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like my fellow content creators, especially YouTubers, will understand, like, the return wasn't, like, my return on investment wasn't really there. So like the motivation kind of died down. I'm like, I'm not gonna force myself to do something that I'm not comfortable doing, or that I'm not seeing any benefit from for now. So I did say that I was gonna come back at the top of the year, and that was the hope, that was the goal, just like get through everything that was kind of happening in the fall and get to a good headspace, a good place, and then come back. But that unfortunately wasn't able to happen, because I still just, you know, things just happen in your life where your attention and your effort is needed elsewhere, and that's exactly what was happening. So I did appreciate so many people were, well, not so many, but a handful of people did, you know, DM me on Instagram and leave comments and things asking when I was going to, you know, come back to YouTube and stuff. So, and I said up top of the year, so I apologize for not making that return when I said, but I'm back now, and I'm excited about moving forward and keeping up with doing everything that I need to do on YouTube for you guys, for me, for us, for we. So my makeup is pretty much done. I'm just gonna throw some blush on, some setting spray, and then mascara and a lip, and I will come back to you guys when I am fully dressed, outfit on, and, well, I'll come back to you after my hair is done, rather, to close this video out. Okay, y'all, so I am done. Makeup is done, hair is done. She's looking cute. Thank you guys so much for taking some time to watch this video, hang out with me as I get ready for a little girls' day brunch. Also, I do just want to say thank you guys so much for staying loyal, staying down while I did take my little break. But I do want to say I'm back. We're better. We're going to continue to kill it. We're going to continue to bring content, not only for you, but also for myself, because I do want to make sure that this is something I enjoy doing and I want to pursue it in the right way. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you are a returning for lifer, I love you. Thank you. If you are new here, please consider subscribing, and don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend, because the content is going to keep coming. We're lit over here. It's fun. It's a good time. So that is really it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.
She got her own thing. That's why